got fans asking, are they sold with Jaden and Ivey at the 2 spot? You got me asking, are y'all sold at all at any of these guys be in the future? Now that's my question. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want to say, believe what y'all want to believe, but to be honest, I ain't sold on none of these guys. This core they got, and Ivey per se. I mean, it's hard to play for a guy that didn't want you. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to play with a guy like Cade Cunningham who dominated the ball so much. So, it's funny that asks, Cade Cunningham, should Ivey move on or this guy good enough? As soon as you bring up, what about Cade Cunningham? That was a huge excuse last year with the Detroit Pistons. I mean, Troy Weaver even said in his open letter, we didn't have Cade Cunningham. We got a high pick this year. He was hoping to get the number 1 pick. NBA wasn't going to let that happen. He said, we didn't have Cade Cunningham, and you had Cade Cunningham this year. You're only sitting on 12 wins, and that's because a lot of teams is tanking for draft position at this point that they started winning any basketball games. At what point do you say, hey, man, maybe we should move some of these guys and start over? But even before you do that, your regime destroyed everything. So you didn't pay these guys. You just gave Troy Weaver a contract. Don't nobody know the terms and how long the contract is. You paid Monty Williams. Y'all ain't going to fire him after giving them all that money because it's guaranteed unless y'all can find a morality clause or come to a buyout agreement. Why would he? With that type of money, he ain't got to coach again. So, once you continue to look at it, like, you'll have to blow the whole organization up. And Tom Gores, he ain't willing to sell it. Fine and dandy. He not willing to sell. And he ain't gonna be willing to get rid of all these guys because it's a toy to him. It's like a yacht. It's just like a little toy, a little sports car. He ain't taking this shit serious. He got other real business matters to attend to. So he don't really care about how bad it make the city look and all that. And people still gonna go down there because it's downtown. And it's cheap to go to the game. It's something to do. The women gonna come to try to find men. You know what I'm saying? The men going because the ticket's cheap and it's a reason to get out the house. Get some beer, get some food, hit downtown, hit the casino. It's something to do. So people constantly gonna come. They gonna give away a bunch of tickets. And the minute they look like they turn it around, all these tickets gonna be unaffordable. The NBA don't care that the Detroit Pistons is suffering. They would prefer the Pistons be at the bottom of the barrel. I'm trying to tell y'all that shit. But people saying, well, Ivey the guy and this, that, and the third. We sold on this. Man, why don't y'all ask these? Y'all sold on any of these young guys. All of them. Like, I watch them and it's like, people point to Cade numbers. Of course, when you got the ball in your hand 99.9% of the time, you should have a good number. But the one number, that stat nobody talk about, is fucking winning. Are you winning? You could look at what Luka Doncic is doing in Dallas and say, well, he putting up all these numbers. They in the fucking 8th spot. Like, think about that for a minute. They in the 8th spot. They in the 8th spot. Anthony Edwards, even, without Karl Anthony Towns, whatever, like, they one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the West. When we stop caring about winning as the most important stat? Come on. We just seen Ivey in two years. We seen Cade have 3 years. And one thing about Cade having 3 years, one thing we know is injury riddled. You don't get healthier as the shit go on. And, we'll speak on when the time is right if they should give him an extension or not. I tell you right now, fuck no. Go free that young man so he can go somewhere else where he can thrive. Really, they should start over. But you know what? I say that for the end of the season. But I ain't sold on none of these guys, man. And I ain't talking about it's the talent per se. It's not the, Cade Cunningham. It's not the Jaden Ivey. It's not the Isaiah Stewart. Maybe it is. He a bum. But it ain't the individual talents. The organization is an abyss, bro. It's a talent-sucking abyss. And that's what the organization is. It's sucking the talent. out of these guys. So y'all can say, well, we sure Ivey this, that, and the third. I mean, you don't even have a competent organization that can make this work. It's either K got the ball and everybody watching, and you can go as far as maybe that's why then Killian thrive. A lot of they've been messing up young talent since before Tom Gores bought the team. Their team development is terrible. Maybe if Darko went to another franchise. Come on. Maybe if Drummond went somewhere else early on. Maybe if some of these other guys was able to get an opportunity to go elsewhere, they would have thrived. And maybe some of the guys that we passed up like Giannis, Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, Desmond Bain, Tyrese Hilbert, maybe they would have been trash in this organization. Maybe we not looking at the organization hard enough. And like I said, before or after Tom Gores. Maybe we ain't look at the organization good enough. They've been horrible at developing talent. Very horrible. So you can ask the question about any of these young men on this team. Any of them. Yeah, they're going to make, Ivey's not doing what he's supposed to do, this, that, and the third. How can I thrive when the person pulling the strings don't want me? And he not putting nobody in the position to be better. Who since Monty came here, who he put in the position to be better? Killian Hayes is the only one in Cade Cunningham. Everybody just watching Cade Cunningham. Come on, watching him. Of course he got all the stats. The ball's in his hands all the time. They ain't moving or cutting or doing back screens or doing pin downs or doing curls. He ain't catching and shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody gonna work with him. I think he just got that situation what Luka got and LeBron got, where, it's gonna be difficult to play with guys who dominate the basketball. But I think he's young enough to be able to play without the basketball. I think he's young enough to move him off some screens, but like I continue to say, man, the dude can't stay healthy. Well, I'm going to invest money into a guy that we ain't winning no games with and he can't stay healthy. It just don't make no sense. The same for a lot of these guys. Why continue to invest money into a core who can't win? They ain't even learning to win. You switch the coaches. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to talk about Jaden Ivey, you can have a conversation on each one of these guys on this roster. But I really think what it boiled down to is the organization's, over the last 20 plus years, lack of developing talent. So check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.